golden-headed lion Tamarin, the torch of the Amazon rainforest. In the heart of Brazil's Amazon rainforest, dawn bursts forth like a brilliant golden flame. Amid the dense canopy, a tiny silhouette gleams. It is the living torch that guides the way into the secret world of the green wilderness. That is the golden-headed lion Tamarin, a name both regal and mysterious. Its glossy mane shines like the sun, turning it into a radiant symbol of the forest. Barely half a meter in size, yet do not be deceived. Each leap is a flawless display of balance, where strength and agility blend as one. They live in groups, bound together like warriors on the same front line. The young are not protected by the mother alone, but by the whole troop, which nurtures and trains them like an invincible army in the midst of the raging forest. Their shrill calls echo through the air. It is the language of vigilance, for here, danger lurks in every shadow above. An eagle spreads its wings. A dark shadow dives as swift as a blade. The Tamarin troop erupts in chaos, cries piercing the sky. The young one trembles upon a fragile branch. The moment between life and death lasts no more than a blink. Claws slice through the air. Unity cannot save the young, and a heart-wrenching cry echoes through the canopy. The ancient forest falls silent, leaving only the tragic imprint of a brutal hunt. In the Amazon world, the price of a single misstep is life itself. The Tamarin troop clings tightly to one another, carrying in their hearts an invisible wound witnessed by the entire ancient forest. They slowly return to their daily rhythm, climbing without pause, darting from branch to branch, searching through every dense leaf. Their life is an endless symphony of motion, never once at rest. Each member is a vital piece of the whole. Every leap, every call echoing through the jungle is a heartbeat sustaining the survival of the species. Food is not always at hand. When hunger strikes, from sweet fruits and tiny insects to swift lizards, all can become a lavish feast upon the branches. The surprising truth is that they are the very sowers of the forest. Each seed that passes through their hands and stomach is entrusted to sprout and flourish in some distant corner. Yet even as life is quietly sown, among the leaves the margay appears, its lithe body moving like a shadow, ready to turn any moment of peace into a deadly chase. The margay, a striped phantom gliding across the branches, its cold eyes fixed, its breath suspended. It locks onto its target, a young tamarin plucking fruit. The gap closes, muscles coil. A terrifying leap tears through the air. But the prey is quicker. The troop's cries erupt, and the young tamarin leaps to another branch just in time. The strike falls into emptiness, leaving the margay in bitter, resentful defeat. Life escapes in a fleeting instant, where the boundary between survival and death is as fragile as a single breath. The rustle of leaves and the startled cries still echo, a reminder that in this forest, a single moment of neglect is enough for death to strike without granting a second chance. The wild is forever steeped in harshness, where every moment may be paid for in blood. Yet within that very harshness, beauty bursts forth with fierce brilliance, more radiant and unforgettable than anywhere else. Giraffe, the giant of the savannah. Dawn bursts over the African savannah, revealing a golden kingdom awakening. And from that sea of grass, colossal silhouettes rise like living towers. Not trees, not man-made structures. They are giants with legs like pillars, holding up the sky. Giraffes, majestic yet harboring unexpected strength. Male giraffes can reach up to 5.4 meters, while females grow to around 4.3 meters, both standing tall and majestic, nearly 3 times the height of an adult human. They are the tallest animals on the planet. Their eyes rise high above the grasslands, scanning every movement of predators from over a kilometer away. Height is not only an advantage, but also a weapon for survival. The heart of a giraffe is a supreme machine. Weighing more than 11 kilos, it generates twice the pressure of a human heart, driving blood up to a brain nearly 3 meters above the ground. Without it, every stride could make them collapse or even prove fatal. All these traits form a perfect survival machine, yet they also hold secrets few people know. They are not merely leaf eaters. They feed on foliage at heights no other species can reach, clearing the way for lower feeders, such as antelopes and zebras, to access food. There is a secret hidden beneath this graceful exterior. The endless neck is not just for browsing leaves, but for fighting. With only 7 vertebrae, just like humans, yet each as large as a baseball bat. And in combat, the neck turns into a massive sledgehammer. When the dry season comes, the males begin their battles to compete for territory and mates. They stand face to face, necks raised high, eyes blazing. Then a swing of the neck crashes down like a sledgehammer, the sound echoing like thunder. Each strike can tear skin, break bones, and even take a life. The battle is not only about strength, it is an ancient ritual of thousands of years, where the victor earns the right to pass on the finest genes to the next generation. This is the reason why the giraffe's neck is so long, not to reach the branches, but to win dominance and affirm the stature of a true giant. Female giraffes are resilient mothers. When a calf is born, the herd forms a protective circle, their long legs ready to kick away any predator that dares to come close. The calf needs only a few hours to stand firm and follow the herd. Yet the first months of life are the harshest trial. Enemies are ever watchful, from lions to hyenas and even African wild dogs. Only unity, vigilance, and speed can ensure the survival of the next generation. Every step of the herd is a challenge cast towards the entire world of predators. By day, giraffes move in small herds, their eyes ever watchful. They feed constantly, with each individual able to consume more than 30 kilos of leaves a day, keeping the acacia forests in check. When drinking, they are forced to spread their front legs wide and lower their head to the ground. In this moment, they are extremely vulnerable to attack. One small mistake, and a lurking lion will charge like a phantom. That is why within the herd, there are always a few individuals standing guard, watching in all directions. At the sound of an alarm call, the whole herd bolts like the wind, their long legs sweeping across the ground at speeds of up to 60 kilometers per hour. As dusk falls, their towering necks are bathed in the crimson glow of twilight. In that moment, they appear like pillars holding up the sky. And perhaps the greatest lesson giraffes teach us is that to survive and rise, it takes not only strength, but also a vision that reaches beyond all limits. Kaibo, the king of speed on the savannah. The savannah, an endless sea of grass stretching to the horizon. There, the wind carries the scent of dry earth and the footsteps of countless creatures. This is the wild stage, where life and death intertwine in nature's dance. Amid that sea of grass, the ruler is not the lion, but a giant bird. Kibo, the only bird that needs no wings, yet it is speed and explosive power in every stride that make him the ruler of the savanna sky on the ground. Standing up to 3 meters tall and weighing more than 150 kilos, Kibo towers like a giant of the grasslands. His long, muscular legs are a perfect machine, carrying him to speeds of up to 70 kilometers per hour. His wings, though not used for flight, serve as balance when running and as a display of strength in combat. One kick from Kibo is powerful enough to crush a lion's bones, making predators wary of facing him head-on. The eyes of the ostrich, measuring up to 50 millimeters in diameter, are the largest of any land animal. With their exceptional vision, they detect predators from afar, turning those eyes into weapons of survival across the vast savanna. In the midst of the harsh dry season, Kibo can survive for many days without drinking water, absorbing moisture from grass and wild fruits. This is the secret that allows ostriches to endure in the driest regions of the savanna. When the mating season arrives, Kibo performs a powerful dance, spreading his wings, ruffling his feathers, raising his neck high, shaking his head, and circling the female. The skin on his legs and his beak turn a bright pinkish red, signaling his readiness to mate. The nest is built on bare ground, where many females will lay their eggs together, but only the main female and the male take part in incubation. Ostrich eggs are the largest in the world, weighing up to 1.5 kilos. Each breeding season, an ostrich can lay between 10 and 20 giant eggs. A single egg could feed a family for many days, but on the grasslands, it is a treasure that predators never stop coveting. During the breeding season, Kibo becomes aggressive, ready to attack other animals to defend his flock and territory. When enemies lurk, he uses his tremendous speed and massive body to drive away any intruder that dares to come near. Within the flock, the female ostrich often selects one special egg to be placed at the center of the nest for protection and priority incubation. This is nature's way of ensuring the next generation has the highest chance of survival. At scorching midday, heat shimmers from the ground like rising smoke. Kibo and the females graze in fragile peace, unaware that in the tall grass a group of cheetahs is silently lying in wait. The two living arrows of the savanna, the cheetah and the ostrich, are about to hurl themselves into a merciless chase, where victory means life and failure means death. Suddenly, the cheetah bursts forth like lightning. Two ostriches leap up and flee. Kibo, with his lightning-fast legs, escapes by a hair's breadth. But the slower female becomes the target, collapsing at once beneath the predator's claws. The chase ends as the cheetah pack rushes in to feast. Razor-sharp teeth tear through feathers, growls echoing among the grass. Ostrich flesh becomes the prize that feeds the bloodthirsty hunters of the savanna. The eggs hatch into new life, but the mother's figure is gone. Kibo becomes the only pillar of support, guiding the bewildered chicks across the harsh grasslands, passing on the instincts of survival so that the journey may continue. The ostrich is the only bird with just 2 toes. This minimalist design turns it into a perfect speed machine, like racing shoes bestowed by nature to conquer the savanna. As Kibo runs across the sea of grass, seeds cling to his leg feathers and are carried far away, scattering life and renewing the vegetation. The ostrich, though unwittingly, plays the role of a silent architect of the grasslands. As dusk falls, Kibo dashes across the fiery red sea of grass. His silhouette reminds us that true strength lies not in wings, but in legs that know how to break limits and seize life.